Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Now Nation recap. I'm John Orlando. I'm joined by Michael Pagano. Michael, how are you this afternoon?
I'm doing good, John, as we are up to now 10, and we're going to take a look at another tag team match today between two great teams around the Ohio area. We have WarHoss, Crosshairs Kelly, and Pat the Bruiser taking on Chuck the Truck Morris and Jake Ely. Those two were both trained by Sherman Tank, so a great person to be trained by. They have been making a name for themselves, but should be a good one. WarHoss is also a very successful team as well, and I'm looking forward to see who's able to come away with this one.
Yeah, you know, and when you look at WarHoss, it's nothing fancy. I mean, it's smash you, bash you, crush you, destroy you, because they're two big dudes. And, you know, Jake and Chuck, at this particular time in their career, they're still young. It was before Jake Ely had a change of attitude as well. So it's going to be a great match. And let's not waste any time. Michael, let's get right on up to ringside.
Introducing first, at a combined weight of 610 pounds, Crosshairs Kelly, Pat the Bruiser, WarHoss!
Hot commodity, we are going to take a look at one of the biggest tag teams in professional wrestling today. And when I mean big, I mean size. These guys are huge.
Not only that, they're young, they're hungry, and most of all, they're just flat out mean. They've got chips on their shoulders and a lot to prove.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen, and right there's Crosshairs Kelly, Pat the Bruiser, his tag team partner, and they are looking to do damage wherever they go. And here they are going to be going up against a tag team that is probably the most popular tag team in NOW, the ElecTruck Company.
Definitely one of my favorites. They impressed big time last show.
Yeah.
Looking forward to this.
Let's head on up to the ring to get Meat Hook's introduction of the ElecTruck Company.
And their opponents from Akron, Ohio, at a combined weight of 444 pounds, Chuck the Truck Morris, Electric Jake Ely, the ElecTruck Company!
There's the announcement of Electric Jake Ely, Chuck the Truck Morris, the ElecTruck Company, and the fans certainly love these two here in Grove City. And they are explosive, they are exciting, and they got their hands full with WarHoss, Matt.
Yes, they do, but WarHoss has their hands full too. I know that they're probably favorites going into this as they should be. But again, you got two young guys that are hungry with a lot to prove, and anything can happen in that situation.
Well, let's take a look at what we're seeing here in front of us. We have three gentlemen that are big dudes, and then oh, wait a minute. We'll come back to that in a minute because WarHoss says it's time to go.
We can't wait to fight.
That's right. Referee Peachy Rodriguez has not called for the bell just yet. And just they're beating the absolute snot out of each other out here on the floor. Jake just went into the post. Pat the Bruiser.
Look at the size of Pat the Bruiser.
I know. This guy is just massive. And now they are just beating on Electric Jake Ely. Ely's trying to crawl away from them.
This one's going to get out of control before it even begins.
I think so. Meanwhile, on the other side of the ring, we got Pat the Bruiser and Chuck Morris banging. Oh my, look out.
Sickening thud over here on Jake Ely.
Okay, the ref has got to get control here and get one guy from each team into the ring, and no.
Oh, did you hear that?
Chuck the Truck Morris just went right into the ringside post with a sickening thud.
He got trucked.
Yeah.
Pun intended, he got trucked.
No, wait a minute, Ely's had enough. He's coming back. And now it's the ElecTruck Company double teaming on Crosshairs Kelly.
Here comes more Ely. That kid reminds me of Brian Pillman.
A little bit.
He really does.
He's a smaller dog in the fight here, which is what I was going to say at the beginning of this match, and now.
Think about it, though. He's the only one that doesn't know that.
Right. That's true. Crosshairs' face just met the canvas, and now the ElecTruck Company is in the ring. Oh, wait a minute. I think they have some ideas here, Matt. Uh-oh.
Well, they've been working on their stuff.
Wait a minute. Jake's got a better idea. Uh-oh, press slam. Oh my, he's got press slam. His partner up to the WarHoss.
This turned around in a hurry.
It did.
It escalated quickly.
And now Kelly gets thrown into the ring. Crosshairs Kelly. Now there's the bell. And now a cover. That could be, just a 1 count. Not even that, maybe.
I was say, Peachy Rodriguez looking nimble tonight. They're hard on him, but
yes, you have.
Really, I mean that.
Series of punches and now diving forearm 1. And that's all he gets there. I mean, let's be honest, you're going to have to really pull out everything you got in your arsenal to put Crosshairs Kelly and Pat the Bruiser down for the count, Matt.
Yeah, not only that, if you're going to be a referee at NOW, you're going to have a hard night.
Yes, you are. Here we go. Tag to Jake Ely. Ely's coming in. Snapmare on Kelly. And maybe another double team move. Look at this, a little wheelbarrow action. Wow. Down goes Jake Ely. 1, 2. Well, they got a 2 count.
Man, they really just endured that opening storm, and they have just taken control of this.
And now an arm bar from Jake Ely on Crosshairs Kelly. You know, despite the fact that ElecTruck Company, gives up about 80 pounds to this WarHoss tandem, they have certainly seized control, as you said, Matt.
Absolutely. Now they're getting in and out quickly, keeping themselves fresh, whereas Crosshairs Kelly's going to get tired real soon.
Now another arm twist. And now look at that, just driving his shoulder right into Crosshairs Kelly's shoulder, and that's a good way to separate the shoulder, right, Matt?
Absolutely, it is. And he's had a history of injuries, mostly lower body, but definitely got him trapped in the right part of town through the ElecTruck Company.
Big elbow from the top rope by Electric Jake. And now Jake takes him to the far corner, the neutral corner, series of shoulder tackles maybe. Yep, there we go. Jake gonna look to have the Irish whip. Wait a minute. Crosshairs puts on the brakes again. Crosshairs a 3rd time. Oh my.
And that's the difference size makes.
Indeed. Crosshairs just knocked Jake Ely into the middle of next week with that forearm.
And changed the entire tone of this match.
Big knife edge chop from Crosshairs. Now, if you're Crosshairs, I think you want to get to that corner and tag Pat the Bruiser because he's been in there for a while, and now that's going to happen.
Oh, yes. And the last thing you want is a fresh Pat the Bruiser.
Nope. Big shoulder right into the midsection. And
Bruiser moves far better than he moves.
1, 2.
Seriously, he's a flat-out athlete.
Yeah, I'm still marveling over that forearm to the face of Jake Ely.
And that's something we haven't seen out of Crosshairs Kelly, at least on a consistent basis. He's obviously been working on his striking.
Ely trying to make a comeback here on Pat the Bruiser with a series of shots. He's going to whip off the ropes, and a big elbow from Pat the Bruiser. That's like running into a brick wall, I imagine.
Yeah, but
1, 2. Sorry, Matt. Didn't mean to talk over you there, but
I was just going to say, just like Brian Coleman, he's not out. He's got a bend, not break mentality.
Well, those fingers, they broke all right. They didn't bend very well, and Pat the Bruiser's just manhandling poor Electric Jake Ely. Another forearm. If Jake Ely gets out of this match without a concussion, I'm going to be surprised.
I think it's too late for that, honestly. It's just he's going on instinct right now.
Kick downstairs, another kick downstairs, but Pat the Bruiser grabs the legs now. Big elbow, that is almost 300 pounds falling on your solar plexus. Matt, that can't feel good. No, you would know.
His wind is completely gone right now. Oh my God, it isn't coming back anytime soon.
Clubbing blow, 1, 2.
See Kelly had to put his full weight on him though. Didn't get the 3 count, no, but he's just taking more and more energy.
And now here we go, reverse chin lock.
Just laying it on, like we talked about before.
Right, exactly. You know, Matt, the tag team division here at NOW, you've got to consider that these are 2 premium teams that might be competing for a championship somewhere down the road.
Yes, it's a talent-ridden division. It's getting deeper all the time, as you're seeing right here.
Series of elbows from Jake Ely, trying to get some separation from Crosshairs, and Crosshairs said, kid, not this time. And now a cover again. 1, 2, put all of his weight on the shoulders this time, but still.
This kid is strong.
Still, Jake managed to weasel out of that pin attempt.
I know one thing, the truck is so ready to be back in this match. If Jake can get there, he's going to run some folks over yet again for you.
Oh, look at that. There's the little intimidation factor there from Crosshairs and distracting the referee. So that maybe some shenanigans. Well, there was a tag, so I thought there was going to be shenanigans. I guess I owe WarHoss an apology. Oh, could you imagine 300 pounds just stepping on your ankle?
Oh, he owes
not
his
once.
an apology.
Yeah. Not once, but twice.
That's smart too. If he can't spring, there's not much he can do.
I don't hear y'all cheering now, huh? Come on!
You know, fans, we've talked about it. The Pat the Bruiser may not look like an athlete, but this guy is one.
He is, man. He's not sucking wind at all. Most guys his size will be out of there already, just because of the amount of energy it takes to move that kind of size around. Instead, he's got time to jaw the fans. I apologize. I talked
No. Now he's just stalking Jake Ely, using the bottom rope to choke, excuse me, Jake Ely.
Yeah, I said before that the kid is deceivingly strong. He is. I got to feel like they could put him away at any point. This is just punishment.
Pat the Bruiser picking up Jake Ely. Maybe a backbreaker or a sidewalk slam, maybe a side slam. That could be it, Matt. 1, 2. Wow.
Just rubbing their nose in it.
Kudos to Jake Ely for kicking out of a move that probably would have ended the match if anyone else was in there.
And P.J. Rodriguez, because that was close.
It was.
Very good call.
Chuck the Truck Morris trying to get the fans behind the ElecTruck Company.
And they want to. They keep trying to, but this time, this WarHoss team is just, like I said, they're just mean.
They are. They're mean. They're a throwback, kind of, if you will.
Absolutely.
But now Jake trying to make a comeback here. I'll finish that thought in a minute. There's a series of right hands, and the big bear hug. As I was saying, they're kind of a throwback to those teams that we would see in the 1980s in the territories that would just manhandle. They weren't flashy, they weren't fancy. They just come at you, smash mouth style. And look at this, there's a tag.
The tag, but the referee didn't see it, and doing what he should do, he's got to make him get back out of there.
I know that makes Peachy unpopular with the fans here in Grove City, but it's the rules. He did not see the tag. And
Something like that will psychologically break you too. Or not.
Wow. Enziguri from Jake. Ducks underneath the clothesline. Here we go. Up. Maybe. Wait a minute. What is. Oh my.
Where does he get the ability to do that at this point in the match?
I do not know, because he has taken a beating, and though I don't think he got everything he wanted on that swinging through DDT, he's still got enough to put down Crosshairs.
Well, you consider he's got probably shattered ankles.
Right.
A very sore spine. Look at the redness on his back and his forearms.
Jake's got to make the tag. He has got to get to his corner and tag Chuck the Truck Morris, but Pat the Bruiser's up too, and Pat the Bruiser yanks the truck right off the apron. That's smart.
Mean and smart. Yep.
It may not be what you want to see. Oh my God.
Did you hear that?
Lights out with that kick.
Wow.
And I'm speechless.
I'm shocked.
I cannot believe that Jake Ely kicked out of that boot.
Oh my goodness. I'm more concerned with picking up my teeth and kicking out.
I was going to say, Crosshairs can't believe it.
And he's not alone. There's almost a shocking hush around here.
Crosshairs to the corner with Jake. Here comes Pat the Bruiser. Big chop from Crosshairs. Uh-oh, I've seen this before with these two. They throw one another, and uh-oh, nobody home. Jake makes the tag. Here comes Chuck. Big clothesline, another big clothesline from Morris, and another big clothesline.
Take him down though, John.
A savant kick to the side of the head. Spike! Oh my
goodness!
1, 2.
Guess what university he graduated from?
Oh, that was textbook, I know.
Man, that was beautiful.
Series of right hands now from Morris. And another one, and another one.
Sherman Tank would be extremely proud of him.
Crosshairs off the ropes. Sidewalk slam, but he didn't get him that. He didn't get everything on it, but 1, 2, maybe enough.
That not so much, but did you see what he did? Not only did he hook 1, but 2, he knew he didn't get all of it, therefore needed more pressure on the cover, didn't quite get it, but he's fundamentally sound and big and strong. Series
of kicks now from Jake Ely. Continuing, and wait a minute, oh. What a right hand from Pat the Bruiser.
Chin on the kid. He's got to be Irish.
Off the ropes here. Wait a minute. Belly to belly suplex, maybe? No. Rake in the eyes from Pat the Bruiser. Bruiser off the ropes. And there's a swinging slam from the truck. But Pat the Bruiser, look how smart he was, man. He rolled right out of the ring, so there couldn't be a pinfall attempt.
I think he's in shock. Have you seen anybody put him up and down like that yet?
I have not. Morris is certainly one of the more powerful gentlemen that I have seen in a while. It's double kick right to the face of Crosshairs. And now Jake says, let's do it. A little double team action here, maybe.
Could be, as long as they don't take too long.
Morris is up on the top rope.
It's the one curse of being a fan favorite.
Yeah, he's getting some of the accolades from the crowd. And Ely's up on top too. One of these guys is gonna do. Ely falls down to the center of the ring. Chuck the truck fell out to the bottom of the floor. Oh, wait a minute. Here, this is the finisher from WarHoss. They hit this. This is it. What a lariat.
Back of the head, too.
1, 2, 3. It's academic on that, Matt.
I don't know if you named that yet, but you should call it instant concussion or something, because that, wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the match, WarHoss.
I'm impressed with both teams, but especially WarHoss. Wow.
I cannot believe what we saw in this match. The power of Chuck the Truck Morris to get that spine buster on Pat the Bruiser. Then
Heart.
Yeah.
Jake.
And
Wow.
the heart of Jake Ely, and then the absolute hard-hitting style of these two men. Certainly they're going to make waves here in NOW. Well, Matt, we have a lot more action coming up here, so stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. There's a whole lot more happening right here on NOW 10.
And WarHoss coming away with the victory, John. Looked like Morris and Ely could have maybe had it in the bag, but Ely ends up all stranded alone in the ring, ends up on the wrong side of a Pat the Bruiser clothesline, and we both know nobody's getting up from that. And it's a little bit surprising because Ely and Truck, both being trained by Sherman Tank, you thought maybe they have been getting along well, maybe they were going to be able to pick up the victory, but they were not. WarHoss has pretty much dominated the series between these two. They've met multiple times, and WarHoss pretty much undefeated against these two. So once again, now 10, no different.
Yeah, you know what? When you get hit by a Pat the Bruiser lariat, you get knocked into the middle of next week. And unfortunately for Jake Ely, that is exactly what his fate was. But you know, Michael, let's tell the fans where they can keep tabs on New Ohio Wrestling. You can visit us on the web, www.newohiowrestling.com. Instagram and Facebook is at New Ohio Wrestling, and on Twitter it is at New Ohio Wrestling, no G at the end of it. And follow us on social media. Keep tabs on us whenever it is that we will be back in action, and hopefully real soon. I mean, this pandemic's got to end eventually, right, Michael?
Yeah, absolutely. We got a lot of good stuff coming out there. We got our Now Nation recaps. We got some highlights from the past shows. So a lot of good stuff. So keep up with us on social media for sure.
And there you go. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next time here on the Now Nation Recap.